Hey geeks, Mod Tim here with tonight's episode of Star Trek. It is Season 2, Episode 7, Wolf in the Fold. Overall, this episode didn't really do it for me either. So I've told you guys before, I'm not really a courtroom, law and order type of person. Because we had the court-martial and we had the menagerie, which kind of worked for me. And this episode definitely had its moments, but it was basically just Scotty's turn in the spotlight for the courtroom, the murder mystery. And yeah, it just didn't do it for me. There towards the end, it kind of got interesting because it went away from Scotty murdered these three women to more of a sci-fi alien presence where you realize that Jack the Ripper has kind of moved through the years and has now, with the invention of space travel, gone from planet to planet. And he just so happens to have been killing people on this planet. Other than that, that's it. That's the whole plot, and you stretch it out for 50 minutes. And yeah, it's interesting. It is good, but I feel like it could have been condensed or it could have been expanded into something more interesting. The only thing that kind of worked for me, and it doesn't even work for this episode because it's one of those nostalgia hindsight things, is this episode came out in 1967, and in 1968, John Fielder, I think is how you say his name. I'm terrible with names. I'm sorry. Who plays Hingis, Mr. Hingis, who, spoiler alert, he ends up being the killer. He's kind of the defense attorney for the whole role, and then he ends up being the killer. It's the voice of Piglet, from Winnie the Pooh. And in 1968, that's when the first Winnie the Pooh movie came out. So this whole time where he's like, I'm gonna kill you, I'm just like, oh, you're so cute, you're just a little piglet. He's done other roles, he was in the Disney's Robin Hood, and he was, the Emperor's New Groove. I'm sorry, you threw off the Emperor's Groove, character. But yeah, it's the voice of Piglet, is the murderer. So this whole episode, that's all I kept hearing. But if I were to go back and I didn't know who it was, or I didn't know that voice or something like that, this episode just didn't do it for me. It's just, it's a good episode. It's probably really well made. It's just, for me personally, I don't like murder mysteries. I don't like Law and Order. I don't like courtrooms. So that being said, have you guys seen it? What did you think? You guys kind of know the routine by now. It's been 40 episodes almost. Tomorrow's episode is The Changeling, which, yeah, I'll just wait to get to that one. That's a whole new can of worms. Wolf in the Fold. Voice of Piglet being a killer. What do you guys think?